days, but we're here now. I get to enjoy some Nordic Ashes. What were we doing over here before? We got some of this going on. I have turned off basically like all the meta currency scaling because I don't care. Chest options is important, otherwise I would drop these two. We're playing Crazy Summons Lady. Don't ever use the ultimate. We let the Zerglings do everything. Blue hearts kind of don't matter. Reduces the damage received by minions. Yeah, this is super important for the last level because you have no health. And also as you go up in levels, it becomes rough. It's just, I don't know, it's rough. What is this? More rerolls? Let's take more rerolls. Getting the appropriate stats early and like power creeping yourself into infinity is important. Find that Amaranth is one of the strongest in the game, and we've completed all but the... Oh, there's a level after this. Huh. And go to Asgard after this. Expert. Click. Don't stand on the lava. So, right off the bat, I have 7 level ups, so let's get some level ups in here. Hey, it's a Morcom. What's good, buddy? How'd the rest of Spire go last night, as y'all were slaying it? I think it's important probably just to like level these boys up. We'll reroll this because it doesn't have a... Yeah, it didn't have like a rarer upgrade in it. Jin hates this level? Yeah, because he's bad at pathing. That's fine. Okay. You can step on the fire. You have a fire meter. It's okay. He also refuses to use his level ups as early as possible, which drives me up the wall. Should be using as many level ups as often as possible. Make sure I stepped on some fire there, but we cool down. Just have a cooldown meter. Whatever. This is a poison thing. We love poison because the boys, I believe, do poison. We have 4 levels now. Had a dream about me. Whoa. Lightning bugs. That's so nice. I appreciate that very much. It has been a rough week. I said to someone the other day, can I go like 24 hours without like fighting with someone? So it's been, oh boy. You were in a band? I have no musical talent, so that's actually... Oh, is my mic fucked? No, my mic's not fucked. Okay. That's fucking hilarious. But it started with coffee. I do say that I do have musical talent and I'm a professional singer because every time I start singing, people pay me to leave. I'm not sure why, but I keep getting paid, so I'm pretty into that. With that said, I think the boys are doing enough damage right now, so scaling into XP is good here. I think we actually have enough damage to take this, which it's health. Health is fine. Imagine having to attack the enemies yourself. When you got the boys, you just do whatever the boys are doing. There's like a super interesting rock monster. Look at, we're level 5 already. I think this is pretty important because it's a legendary. I want cooldown and other things. Give me some rerolls. There we go. Alex, hello. And I was the lead singer. Yeah, boy. What a great dream. I appreciate you sharing that very much, and it warms my heart. I said in Discord the other day, I was like, have I made it as a streamer when people are like talking about Baylor Lord in my Discord and comparing like kind of some of his gameplay to like how I play the game and some other things? I was like, man, I think it feels like I made it. Like, holy shit. Some people would say like that's disrespectful to talk about another streamer in the streamer's like Discord or whatever, but like, I don't know, feels like making it a little bit. Miss Willow S running off to work. I hope you have an uneventful day at work. Fingers crossed. Thanks for dropping by. I saw your latest video. It was beautiful. Appreciate it very much. I get those coming into my YouTube feed and I go click because it's a chill, fun time, and you have hilarious moments as well that go up. Thanks, Miss Willow Witch. Appreciate it. For sharing your lovely self with the world. Why is this event not over? Oh, we have to go. Oh, this tree. These trees move so slowly. All right. That event's over. We have 15 levels. Jesus, where did all this come from? Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to come down here and finish leveling this up. We've taken some damage, so I do want to come over here and get a green heart every minute, and then we just keep leveling up the boys. I don't want to re-roll that. We have time. We'll figure it out. Please let me through. I'd like to go get my ascension crystal. We'll just walk on the fire and we take damage. That's fine. It'll cool down. It'll be fine. Very, very precise movement in this level, which is kind of against the idea of like Vampire Survivor style games, but that's okay. 3 levels. Let's re-roll it. I'd prefer like damage actually. No more summons, but cooldown and damage. That's like probably gonna do it. So we'll just go get to level 5. There's an elite here. What's up, bud? Sir? What are you? Okay. More inhibiting of movement. I'm seeing a trend. Is Miki lol? They were talking about Baylor Lord, which is fine. Like Baylor Lord's cool as fuck. And if people want to compare me to Baylor Lord, hell yeah. Ugh. I just walked right into that one. Oh, walked right into that one too. I have some healing on the ground over there, but I didn't take any of the blue hearts, so overhealing does not work right now. Take this, ascend, and now I think we're on the path to like... Now we have the farty boys here, and they do so much damage. There's our green heart back for every minute. There is a chesticle up here. It's a little awkward to get to. There was a... Oh, we picked up the XP already. Okay, 8 levels. What do we got? Probably upgrade all of Ivy so we can collect more XP, because Ivy collects our XP for us. Grab the chest. The visual noise is rough on this level. Yeah, it sure is. Should I turn down the boys? I can turn them down a little bit. Let me turn down the boys a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Holy shit, boys, calm down. There we go. We know where they are anyways. And God, the thing about this level is they just throw so many monsters at you. I wanted to know exactly where my summons were so that I can just like follow them around. Like after a while, it's like, okay, now that they're ascended, like I can tell that they're there. But it's like an interesting like level design in the sense that in most Vampire Survivor games, like the map doesn't typically interact with you all that much. 2 level ups can't get us anything, but we'll take this poison and go find the other shrines we need to go knock down the door of. I'm just going to take the XP immediately. This character has such high XP gain due to Ivy collecting all the XP that that trinket is not very good. Mark your top 3 favorite Aspire and Brotator streamers. It's the same 3 though. Sorry I missed your message. I was rambling on other things. That's funny. Yeah, someone saying they had a dream about me being the lead singer. That's awesome. I don't have that many dreams, or I don't have that many dreams that I remember, I think is a better way to say it. I'm sure I dream, otherwise my brain would be like super fucked. So that's how that works. But yeah, plans for the weekend is do this, and then do... I'm feeling Spire actually after this. I'm feeling some Spire, and might be some Noida today. I don't know. All the boys are busy today because Apollo_Nick is hosting another D&D for Deadly Dungeon. Because the idea behind Deadly Dungeon is that there are 12 people with 3 groups, and they're out doing their thing, protecting the world. Can you? Yeah, get out of here. Boys, back me up. I don't have any move speed yet. What is this? Frost? I don't think I'll ever freeze an enemy. Oh, it does damage. Oh, once they're frozen. Yeah, I don't know that I'll freeze anybody, but I also don't know that I need to sell any of my relics. So, were you against Lethal Company? I would play Lethal Company probably. I don't know. Is it like, it's not that spooky of a game, is it? I mean, it's got some jump scares, I think. But I also hear it's co-op. I currently don't, number one, don't own it, and number two, don't have anybody to play it with. Don't think it's remotely spooky, it's just funny. Okay. Some people said it was spooky, and this is why all the Phasmo players were playing it, so I don't know, I didn't really look into it. It was only $10, so like, maybe? I don't know. I currently have, the like, end of stream game that's going to be next. It's either, Sacrifice or, if I can get it running. What a headache. And what do you have? What do you have? It's Subnautica 2. Emissary Vex got me Subnautica 2, which I was on my wish list anyways. Body horror, gross scary. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Whoops. Don't touch the talent. Thank you. Need to cool down after touching all the lava. Did it make you jump scare watching? Yeah. Just depends on how, like, people's like visceral reaction to like whatever, right? Some things that people find scary are not scary to other people. Let's take the move speed per green heart and more poison probably. And just more percent damage probably. These will all get leveled up eventually, so I'm not too concerned. Ever was freaking out. Yeah, great. Yeah, that was like my understanding of the game. It's like, oh, is it a spooky game? Okay, well, I just like won't play it because like spooky games aren't for me. Like, sure, I have the 1,000 follower goal of like playing spooky games, but that's like, I don't know, it's like a treat. Like, and it's also something I'm willing to endure for entertainment. It's not like something I will like opt into all the time, right? But can briefly opt into as like, LOL, isn't this funny occasionally? It's objectively not scary. Yeah. The fence is $10, so Mark, you want me to get off the fence? It's $10. Yeah, just more damage is fine. Just keep running this down mid. There's also gold I missed way back here. The elite died down here. The way you gather gold in this game is that you just continue to run it down. Boxes are procedurally generated and the map does have a loop. It does eventually loop. Here's the boss. We did not make it to 100 monies. They're firing their fireballs at me. Fire tornadoes. Where'd they go? They're over here now. Okay, if they're gonna sit on the boys, that's gonna be like real bad news for them. Burning Gauntlet. Okay. Hamming it up for TikTok though. Exclamation point tip. We can talk offline if you would like to buy me the game, Mr. Mark. I do not have like tips I need to set it up through PayPal, but the current thing is bits and or subscribing. What was I doing over here? Helga birds? Maybe. It is a summon. It like hurts my eyeballs. What else does Helga have for us? I don't particularly love any of this. Move speed. Love move speed. If you have a blue heart, that will go away eventually because all of my green hearts will smash the blue hearts. Probability effect. Grab the chest. Sure. Duration. More of the boys being around. Did a presentation on my machine run. The professor kindly threw shade at the rest of the class. Yes. When the professor goes, hey, this is an example of doing it right, and you make it into like the professor's notes, basically. Sword is terrible. Look into it. No Twitch tax. Yeah, it's on the list. There are many things on the list. There's also just talk to me on the side if you want to buy me a game. I'll just friend you on Steam when you can buy me a game. Then there's even less tax because I don't have to pay the tax man. I assume you have to pay for gifts or whatever, but I don't think the tax man's going to come after me for that. So. Yeah, one of the things I said another stream was like, if you want to suggest a game, you better be willing to buy it if I say yes to playing that game. So, it's like, people can suggest games. Let's just make the boys huge. If the boys are huge, they're covering good surface area, and then duration is good too. I don't have 12 gold. Let's go make some 12 gold. Boop. And the other thing that you do over here is you just come over here to the boys and give them the like poison up. And then we come over here and we get all of our like small nodes. Buy me Spire again. We currently do not need Spire again. But that sounds like a $25 tip towards Lethal Company. I think I'm planning on playing Spire after this. I think I said that earlier. Wow, we move fast. All right, there's dragons that interact similarly to like the crows from earlier. I don't have any money for you yet, but I would buy you because electric is good. Paralyzing things that are standing next to me is good. 2 level ups, not yet. It takes 3. Walk across the fire, burn my feet. This is why move speed in this game is actually incredibly important. We have another frozen item on the magma level. On the magma level. But why? You did? The contract is verbal and binding? Wait, what is this? But also, you got it, buddy. That's funny. Forcing the infinite means you just infinitely play Slay the Spire, right? That's what that means? Nine damage across my 9 summons. Is that before or after becoming a RuneScape streamer? Oh man, the projectile, and it wasn't a projectile, it was like a rotating thing around that guy. I was unable to see that and he just came in and shellacked me in the face. Let's make the boys bigger. I always think it's really funny if you can get the area so huge on the boys, because just, we did it, boys. We can go up on this, and we can go up on this. I don't really care what the stats are, because I'm not going to pay to re-roll it. I don't think I'm going to pay for any of this. We'll just save our level ups for selling for gold. I do want to see what this raid shrine is, though. Raid shrine, come here. Movement speed boots. I'm way into that. Endless discard. So an infinite on silent. Yeah. I've just been loading up Iron Chad. I'm a big Iron Chad enjoyer. I mean, 2 more summons. Oh god. Those monsters are actually really scary because you can take all of those projectiles as hits and they all do 1 full heart of damage right now, so kind of bad for 820 because you just get timed out. Yeah. I've also been watching some backpack battle streamers. Like, game looks sweet. I played it a couple times and was like, it's okay. It looks like they've like done some improvements, some quality of life around the Tetrising. to make it like more approachable in that way. Now people will say like, oh, but the balance of the game, oh this, oh that, and it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. They're always going to be constantly balancing the game. It's also a game that's like in early access / beta or demo. Like it's actually only a demo that's out, is my understanding. Make the boys bigger. So it's like considerations to think about in terms of like, oh no, it's good, bad, average, whatever. What do we got going? Oh yeah, I don't care about any of this because we don't do fire damage. And the secondary stats, the secondary trait of like having another summon also doesn't do anything. Oh, they released 1.0. I was referring to Backpack Battles. Backpack Hero is out in 1.0. I did see that as well too. Who did I see playing that? I think it was Time for Miracle tried that game out. I have seen also Dolphin Chemist play a bunch of Backpack Hero prior to the 1.0. Yeah, Voyix has also played it. I am a known Voyix 64 enjoyer. Back when he played Slay the Spire. Back when he would play Retropolis. Those were the days, boys. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Once I'm done with the rest of the queue, yeah, for sure. Again, there's just so many great games to play right now. Holy shit, the list goes on and on. I think I'm mostly Vampire Survivored out though for the next 5 years. If anyone comes at me and is like, want to play this Vampire Survivor, I'm like, you're gonna have to like pay me money. Like I literally can't. More area, sure, why not? Go grab this fireball trinket down here. How did I leave this? It's like a safety trinket. I don't think we'll take a ton of damage, but there's like nominal enjoyment in these ways. It's also like an easy relax into kind of thing. Like it's just such low hanging fruit right now that I'm just like, yeah, give me this at the end of stream where you just like turn brain off, right? But I think I'm good on the Vampire Survivor front because we've played a bunch of them. I mean, more XP, I mean, sure. And speedrun 100% in Vampire Survivors. Yeah, Voyix was doing that. Like, that was like pretty good. I think he's one of the first people to try to speedrun it because there's an actual interesting route in the like 1 point whatever client. Final Fantasy. Yeah. Like I could play the other characters and unlock all the leaves and unlock all the progression, or like I go for beating the game with like the least amount of progression that I currently have. What my current stance is here for... Oh, interesting. It like splits? What an interesting boss. So the projectiles get bigger as they go. All my homies hate like invulnerability phases. Like if I've scaled up hard enough, let me feel good about scaling up hard enough. Fire lantern. All the content is samey. Yeah, exactly. That's my problem with like people creating like more Vampire Survivor style content, is it all feels the same. Increase cooldown. All right, cool. Increase cooldown. Cool. Now I want the mage standing over here rather than having Helga stand over here. Like, can't the mage be standing here and offer me like cooldown is damage? Because now that we have what, 400% cooldown? What is the noise? Oh, I'm switching trinkets. Oh, I see. I don't know why are there 2 trinkets here? Okay, get those trinkets out of here. I do like meteors from the sky, but I think it's also unnecessary when we could just do this. If I pollute my pool, I can't just get the boys more damage. Like, what if we just get more damage to the boys? And more cooldown. And more attack speed and cooldown. And find out what a fire trinket is. We have 64 levels. Burned enemies have a 30... Okay, yeah, it's the same as the ice trinket. Give me money. Exchange my levels for money, please. Oh, fresh file Hades. There you go. Fresh file. So sorry, Alex. I'm a dipshit and don't understand things. 3.5 times bigger. Let's go. What's the fuck is this thing? Obtain. Oh, per red heart. Yeah, we have green hearts around here, Helga. We're not like a red heart enjoyer. Burning it. I mean, it pushes it away from you. Ooh, interesting. This is actually interesting. It makes me want to level up like the other things. So just grab it. Projectile speed we don't do. Fuck Final Fantasy. Yeah, true. More area, 3.6. How big can we get the boys today? Boop. Summons, more summons, okay. Poison is fire up there. I will be buying that and will be buying the shield. Hell yeah. I mean, 2 more summons is fine. I don't have to reroll on that. Just take the shield. It means I want to take this trinket too now that we have poison is fire. Our Book of Stars is here, but like I'm not too excited about that. Yeah, 1 reroll. Is this any good? What is this? 10% for each blue heart. Yeah, we're not a blue heart enjoyer. Most anticipated game. Yeah, very weird. I did not watch any of the Game Awards, but yeah, I ambiently like gained this information. I try to not watch the Game Awards because it's just advertisement. You're watching one big fucking advertisement. It's very stupid. Like, read the articles and the other shit. Okay, the boys are like splatting way too much. Where is this? Let's go down. Can we go down 1 more? All right, can we just do this and resume? Oh, they're turned off. I don't really want them turned off, but they are pretty splatty at this point. Let's save the eyes and save the frames and save the health. I don't know where they are, but they're everywhere. Oh yeah, it also means that I want to do this. Because now poison is fire. We're not going to be ascending because we have the ascension crystal thing. Can you just keep going? Just give me all of them. Thank you. I'll also level this up, I guess. There's a raid shrine up here. Yeah, one of the things I like about games is that choices matter, and oftentimes in a lot of Vampire Survivors, I like to get to the point where my choices don't matter, but like it becomes like, okay, the game is like over now. I've cracked the game, right? It feels good to play it out a little bit, but I'm not going to be playing Vampire Survivors or like Hollow Cure or these other things for thousands of hours. There's not thousands of hours of gameplay in these games. And they're like, oh, but like, look at all these unlocks you could have. Oh, we're fighting a boss here? Oh, and this boss has... Yeah, I'm seeing the zeros over here. The zeros stacking up. Boss, can you like not have invulnerability phases, please? Thank you. So yeah, I just don't understand it where it's just like, oh, like, come play our game, and you have to put 1,000 hours into it before your character has all of the unlocks. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Why can't you make a game that's like feels good to have just the unlocks from the get-go? Like, for example, say the Spire, you could just have all the unlocks from the get-go and feel good. So, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I guess. Yeah, there you go. 30,000 blood crystals required to unlock all content. You earn 4 per run. Like, what? What? No, absolutely not. So I don't mind this, where I can play on the hardest difficulty and unlock like 6 leaves every character and like slam dunk on it. But also, until I unlocked like one of the unlocks at the bottom of one of the trees, like the game was a very different game and much harder because of it. So these are also like interesting things. Let's run over to the edge because like they're... There we go. Finish up the raid thing. So yeah, like I'm not... No game... Like almost no game will ever have 1,000 hours in it. And if you do get a game that has 1,000 hours in it, good. That game's incredible. Go play that game. Go play the fuck out of that game. But yeah, like not every game should expect that their players play for 1,000 hours. If you get 100 hours out of a player, that game is an incredible game. Like fuck, I had like what? Hold on, I let me go look at Twitch tracker. Hold on a second. Twitch tracker, Coffee Traveler. How many did I have in Dave? And I think Dave is an incredible game. I have 22 hours on Dave, and I think that's an incredible game. I played some off stream, but like mostly just 100% it because I'm a masochist for 100%ing, so like whatever. Yeah, 3,000 hours. How many balloons can you pop? Now some of the things about balloons is that each level is like a puzzle in some way, but then like, okay, I played it, I unlocked the puzzle, right? So like there are a couple redeeming there, but like, I don't know. Like if you get 100 hours out of a player, you should feel pretty good about your game. But all these like game devs make the game like oh, to unlock everything you need to play 3,000 hours. Why? That doesn't sound like a good game. Like if I need 3,000 hours to unlock the game, like you're just making me play arbitrarily. Now, with that said, this game has like some nominal staying power for me, and I'll probably go play it on an occasional basis because I feel as if my choices matter, right? Just grab XP attraction range. User created content, yeah, exactly. We're on wave 4. We're going to go into the boss. I don't know what this boss does. I would also like to grab this money before the boss. Nope. Okay. Pokemon Enjoyer. I have played Pokemon Blue, and I enjoyed it. Does that count? Boys get huge. How huge can the boys be? We'll turn it back on for the boss fight area. That's not the boys. No. Kaizo Iron Man is free and is a miserable experience. That's funny. Hey, duration. So it's fun to watch. Yeah. I currently have Celeste in the queue as well too, because I played 3 episodes of Celeste basically, and then like just didn't touch it. I could do more shopping, but I just don't care. Let's do this. Wait, settings? Okay, it is. It's not a scale. It's not a sliding thing here. It's just capped here. Got it. Resume. You lose 400 to 600 times. The gameplay in all right, what's this boy do? He lights the floor on fire. Big shock. Big shock in the fire level that he lights the floor on fire. He rains down fire. I'm shocked. Invulnerability phases though are dumb. Yep. And then from the ceiling. Yep. This is why movement speed matters. Like super matters in this game. Like movement speed is incredibly important. Ugh. It also heats you up. It heats up your heat bar. Interesting. Flame key ring. Don't know what that does. Leaves. Conquer. Goodbye. My 5,000 DPS Skogs. Thanks, Skogs. Never used the Forest Mayhem. Why would I when everything's dying? What a sick run. What is this, 400% cooldown? Love that. Yeah, so like my problem is like the gameplay loop in Pokemon is not fun. You press the button and like you either roll the dice and like you win or you don't, right? Wait, so coming soon. Oh, this was the last level. Oh, that's interesting. I thought this was going to last like 2 hours. I realized that this was the last level. Coming soon Ragnarok. Coming soon Nightmare. What? Oh, I see. This is how fast you can like beat the game. This is for Amaranth or other people. My current score puts me at 64th. I mean, I wasn't even trying, so. Yeah, so like one of the things is like with Celeste is like I don't mind this because on each individual level on Celeste it's like, oh, you're learning the puzzle on that level, right? And you're building your own muscle memory and other things. Well, if like the next level's coming soon, I thought this would unlock the next level. Yeah, that's true. If old arcade games were fair, that sounds about right. That is a great way to put it, because old arcade games just wanted to eat your quarters. We're like, oh, those old arcade games were fun. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were the mobile games of the era, and they weren't. Never played. Dunno. Unlocking all of this does not seem fun. For that level, it feels like you need to unlock, like, take less damage over here. This was the unlock that changed the game. Adds an extra upgrade to relics every time you level up. So instead of getting 2 upgrades on your relic, you get 3. Like, this is such incredible power that I ditched a whole bunch of other leaves once I figured out this was here. Just give me this. So this is what cracked the game like wide open as well too. That like all of your weapons are, you know, 50% better every time you level them up, basically, is kind of a way to think about it. For example, the Skogs were doing like 3k DPS, now they were doing 4700. So it's like an interesting gatekeeping kind of thing to keep your players. The iframes, the extra iframes here were also like pretty good. So especially on bosses to have longer iframes. So like I don't think I need this like boss damage. So I don't think I need this poison, but like this saves you on bosses, the extra like iframes. So you have like so much. One packed condition at all times. One random packed condition. Get fucked, loser. Like, I didn't even like upgrade these to like get extra shrines, because at this point in the game where it's like, oh, an extra shrine after you defeat the first boss, I don't need this. Like, I don't need this extra power at that point in the game. So 5% faster boss kills. Yeah, by the time you make it to bosses, like, you should be good to go, or the boss will annihilate you because you have a bad build. This, by the way, potions will make you invulnerable for a brief time. That sounds terrible. Approval process. Remove one of your menu options in every menu. Yeah, exactly. Get fucked, loser. Yeah, make the game harder. So like once you unlock all of this, then what do you do to make the game harder? Well, they have Ragnarok and Expert or whatever in this game, but I don't know. This gives you so much power. Once I was able to like unlock the XP stuff, the XP attraction range, and then like boss collect right before you go into the boss, it'll collect everything on the ground for you. Not everything, only like 60%, but the game changed and it's like, oh, 1 extra summon. And then also limit break. Like limit break is just nuts. This blows the game like wide open. You have other slots for these, but like, who cares? Just give me this shit. They also have like other things where like kill a ton of things. So I played like the first level a bunch of times. I still don't have all the kills for all the leaves in the first level. Like, this is wild that like, I don't know, defeating this doesn't give you all these extra leaves here. So like, I don't know, it's good to have like avenues in which, but like, how are you ever killing like 50,000 ravens if I only have 19,000 ravens killed after playing the first level like a dozen times? Like, these numbers should be lowered so that they're all unlocked kind of at the same time, so you don't have to just grind level 1 over and over and over to unlock these. But also, you don't actually have to do that because like you can eventually exchange enough leaves and other things. We're at like 172 leaves out of like 500 on the exchange over here on the left hand side. So they're like an interesting way to get leaves. We're up to like 426 right now. So I don't know what the right amount is, but like I don't know, this doesn't even help. Like I don't care about the shrine. I actually don't care about obelisks as well. This healing shrine is like actually okay. The Ascension Crystal Shrine is like actually really good. Extra Common Shrine will appear. This one's really good too. So like we'll keep these. Like you want things that actually do something. So like this is really good. An extra level up at the very beginning of the game to get you on the right path, to get you going as hard as possible. Like this is so much power. I also feel that turning things into blue hearts is like pretty good power as well too, because then you don't have to stand around waiting for like the health drops on the ground. You can just stack up more health. So it's like the overall review of like Nordic Ashes here. Because again, like we can go through and play like all the characters. It's 20 minutes of playthrough, but like I also just I don't know, I don't care. Still haven't unlocked everything. I don't even know what an ice heart is. One full ice heart, have no idea. I've been playing exclusively Find a Lost Grave in Midgard Wave 4. Oh, I haven't played Midgard. Where is this? Where's Midgard again? It's the first one. Yeah, Midgard. So this is the character we basically like crushed the game on, is Amaranth. So if you're having troubles with the game, crush it on Amaranth. Never played Hansi, kind of don't care. We played Talkor. We got one expert win on this guy. This guy is crazy though. I think this is a really interesting character. Gold is health. That is incredible. What a great character design. Similarly, Helga's a great character design. I actually think all of their characters are great characters. These two introduce you to the game, and then like the game breaks wide open with two casters here, and then you make the game even crazier with like the coin. He's throwing coins at people slowly, and that's his only weapon. Really funny. So super sweet. Yeah, what's next? I thought that was gonna be longer because I thought it'd be 2 levels, but yeah, I don't really want to play any of the other characters because like in my mind it's like, oh, I'm beating the game. There's like a daily challenge. What's this? You have 100 leaves to put towards things. 1 revive. What? No. Restriction. Crates won't appear. Blessings. XP amount. Okay, so you don't get any gold, and you're playing Talcor. It's like awkward. Probably just like want all attack speed and damage, right? You eventually unlock the idea that like you don't need this. Like this seems stupid and this seems terrible. Just like do this. What is this to boss? Yeah, something like this. Who cares about this? Who cares about this? These things are non-starters. Wait, what is the Noki reward? What is this? Is this just like tracks your amount of like daily wins? Has to, right? I've never seen it on another screen. Also, you only get 500 leaves. Like, no, 500 seeds and no leaves. That's 2 leaves. Like, dog, I have 220 to get a leaf. Like, no thank you. Anyways. So I'll just go play the like actual game to unlock like more leaves, right? This was like one of the constraints of like, oh, unlock leaves or whatever. Anyways. I think that's like enough Nordic Ashes. That's like going to be the end of Nordic Ashes on stream, I believe. Thanks y'all for being here for Nordic Ashes. It's a sweet game though. As much as I've been like bashing on Vampire Survivor style games, I feel that this one has some intrigue and interest, and like you can make choices on this, and I got to make choices to make the game I don't know, make me feel like my choices matter, because I love choices matter style games. It's nice. Yeah, that's about it for that. Now what? Now what am I thinking? I'm thinking like